it's time to keep cranking out some more awesome battles in World of Tanks with my Panther prototype. Now, you may think that this is the only tank that I drive and/or the only tank I have good round-ins. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of groggy. I took an extended nap. There was many strange things that were happening. But anyway, yeah, you may think the Panther prototype is the only tank that I drive and/or the only tank that I have successful rounds in, and that isn't true. Again, just based off the uploads, it's okay to think that, but I've actually found a replacement for this tank. It's the VK3001P. It's got better gun depression, same, a little bit less rate of fire, but better armor profile, i.e. the sides aren't fucking weak. Oh, there we go, nice shot on the M6. Ooh, one more shot into this guy. Oh man, he's a tough mother trucker. Oh wow, that's lucky bounce on his part. Whatever, I crippled that M4, I'm happy with that. Now see, what the biggest problem with the Panther prototype is that the gun depression, and also the fact that to take shots at enemies, you need to expose a lot of your hull, because the turret is in the middle. You know, the VK3001P was the first tank I ever drove with a front-mounted turret, and it was unlike anything else I'd driven before, because it was just so much better at just being aggressive. I mean, when you want to minimize the amount of time the enemies take shots back at you, a front-mounted turret is the only way to go. And yeah, it's not as mobile, and it can't ram anywhere near as well as the Panther prototype, but it's just I'm more consistent with the VK3001P. Like, you know, this was a good round, and I've had even better rounds. There actually, spoiler alert, there's going to be a round when I do 2,700 damage with the Panther prototype on Al Halaf and basically carry my team. It is amazing. Watch this. I got a little ballsy here. I should have just drove down the path, but I felt like being a badass, and it's surprising I didn't take very much falling damage. That was quite the steep incline. That was really fun. Like I said, it's not that I don't like the Panther prototype. I mean, as you can see, it's a fun tank. It's got the turret armor's pretty good, at least at the front, and the front hull plate can bounce a decent amount of shots. I don't know. I just hate how much you have to expose yourself to take a fucking shot. I mean, I keep thinking of all these rounds that I've had when, you know, because there are a lot of rounds that are recorded that I end up just throwing out just because, you know, I die before I get my third kill, or just stuff doesn't go like I hoped it would. Oh, failure. You can tell this is before I got Brothers in Arms and some other stuff done. I think I was working on Controlled Impact here. Yeah, because Brothers in Arms was my fourth upgrade, and it drops the reload time down to 3.47 seconds for the 75L70 with Brothers in Arms, Vents, and the Rammer, which is the way to go. And this Matilda is being an asshole. So I'm like, all right, keep detracking me. Unfortunately, here I bounce off his front. I should have gone more for his side, but again, that's going to slow his rate of fire down a little bit. And there we go. That's my second kill. I'm not going to count the first kill I got on that one tank that was near the little shack there. So far, this is turning out to be a pretty good round. This is before a lot more things hit the fan. I mean, the Panther prototype still has a lot of fight left in it. As you'll see, I actually get a really lucky bounce off of my side plate in a little bit. You'll see. I mean, the side plate has some decent slope, but it's only 40 millimeters thick. I mean, that's not going to bounce jack shit more often than not. Boom. Boom. Oh yeah. Aw, looks like you've fallen apart. And then, I see, well, you'll see, there's a Hellcat that takes a shot at me. I don't know how it bounces here, look. How did that bounce? That should have been a pen. That actually probably would have hit one of my sponsons where I stored my ammo. If that penned, I would have been in some serious shit. I would have lost. I don't think I would have gotten racked because I had safe stowage and wet ammo rack on this. I always run it on any Panther series tank. You know, that just so it mitigates the effects of getting flanked. Because sooner or later it'll happen, and rate of fire is life on these tanks. There really is. And so here, I already see the mistakes that I'm making here. The fact that now, I don't know this, and I don't think anyone else on my team knows, but there's a KV1 who's camping. And he takes a shot at me, so I'm like, fuck. So then, of course, I'm not going to keep going back up that hill, so I quickly try to reverse, but it's not enough. And he detracts me. I try and put a shot in him, hits the slope section. What an asshole. Fast Eddie C. Well, I had plenty of C words for him. It's so douchey. Now, that was just very unfortunate. But that just goes to show, you know, there's something good to be said about just taking your 3 kills and just letting the game end. I mean, that's what this round taught me. Actually, you'll notice my future rounds. I don't try and go out in a blaze of glory at the end after I do really well for my team. I mean, 1700 damage is pretty good. It's actually 1706. But I would say 1700 ish. That's pretty good. That's more than double my tank's HP. Slightly more than double, actually. And so, it's something to be proud of course. Did I get greedy at the end? Maybe a little bit. But it only takes a little bit to give a camping shithead their way. So what have we learned? We have learned that campers are assholes. Teammates cannot be relied upon to get you good intel on your enemies. And don't be greedy. If you have a good round, and it looks like it's going to either win or lose, or even draw in the interim, just let it go. Just take your points, cut down on your repair costs, and just rake in the profits. Like I said, I still made a lot of money off this round, but not as much as I wanted to. So, lessons learned, fellers. Lessons learned.